Good morning to all the Cidebitas that are watching us now. Welcome to Cideb News. Today we are having a special transmission from Parque Fundidora. The topic to talk about is chemistry in certain aspects of life. To begin, we are going to talk about the contributions of chemistry in the medicine with our specialist, Daniela Contreras.
Have you thought about the relation between chemistry and medicine? Well, nowadays the world is changing, and this is due to all the pollution caused by the human activities. For this reason and others, microorganisms such as bacteria, parasites, have learned how to fight against antibiotics. For this reason, synthetic drugs have been produced for a better control and prevention about the diseases. Another achievements of chemistry involved in medicine have been the production of the insulin for diabetic patients. Another research investigates about ways to target cells that are affecting the patient and to not affect the ones that are normal. The last achievement of chemistry involved in medicine is the creation of processes. Chemistry is involved in the arrangement of the particles that made up the materials that conform the processes. This makes that the processes are more effective and lighter.
Thank you, Daniela, for sharing your time. Now we're talking about the applications of chemistry in food with Anaí.
About how much science goes into the food that you eat? Well, chemistry is really linked with that. Chemistry is always looking for improving the food that we eat. It's always searching a way to make humanity better. One problem that chemistry in food faces is global hunger. Some places in the world suffer really hunger, suffer really high numbers of hunger. And so chemistry is always looking to satisfy them in the way that, for example, chemistry in food is always looking to modify certain kind of fruits with their molecules in a way that they can grow in places where there's not that much water. So people don't bother watering them so normal if the weather is really hot or not humid at all. So this helps a lot because kids and grown-ups can eat from that kind of food. And it's a really good solution from the part of chemistry. Also, it's modifying certain bacteria so that they can clean the ground, because after putting seeds in it for a long time, the ground starts becoming not useful at all. So certain bacteria in certain plants help it make fertile again. So it's really useful for that kind of things. So my reflection personally is that chemistry is helping a lot in society. It's always looking to make things better for society in a way that people can be happier without that much things.
Thanks, Anaí, for your reportage. Today we have a beautiful day here in Parque Fundidora. But for more information, here's the forecast with Carolina Rodriguez.
Here in Monterrey, we have an average of temperature of 35 and 23 degrees. We expect during the week this to decrease. This probably happens because of the climate change or the global warming. Global warming, probably one of the most serious problems that our planet is facing. But wait, what is global warming? Global warming, also referred to climate change, is the rise of the Earth's temperature. 16 of the 17 warmest years has happened since 2000. But why is this happening? Are there any kind of solutions? The major greenhouse gases are water vapor, carbon dioxide, methane, and ozone. Fossil burning has produced about 3/4 of the increase of carbon dioxide over the past 20 years. The rest is mostly land use, particularly forestation. In the course of 21st century, it is expected that the glaciers and snow covers continue melting. Recent projections suggest that as early as 2025 and 2030, the ice glaciers would be free of ice. Can you imagine that? There is only 8 years from now.
We have only talked about the advantages of chemistry, but it also has its dark side. And one of the darkest sides of chemistry is in warfare. To more, let's go with Hugo Hinojosa.
I'm going to talk about chemical warfare. What is chemical warfare? Chemical warfare is the use of toxic properties of chemical substance as a weapon. The most common chemical weapon is the mustard gas that has the ability to make blessings in the skin or in the lungs. It's important to say that today all the weapons made based in chemical warfare are prohibited internationally. That chemistry warfare is a wrong way to use the science because the objective of science is to help the society.
One of the biggest problems in the world is global warming. Here we have three possible solutions with Jose Osnaya.
The melting of the polar ice cap threatens Mexico's weather. One of the problems we have today is the cold Arctic effect, which is caused by the melting of the polar ice cap. This is because the wind currents are affected, causing very several change on climates of Mexico. This can cause us a very cold winters, and it can turn storms into snowstorms during the winter. Now, let's talk about the three possible solutions we can give to global warming. Well, one of the simple solutions we can give to global warming is to reduce, reuse, and recycle. By these three simple actions, we can make a lot of help. We can simply reuse something we have used before, or we can recycle paper, glass, and many other stuff, or we can use less products than what we actually have. And with this, we can save about 400 to 1,000 pounds of dioxide carbon per year. The second possible solution we can give to this is to replace the normal light bulbs we got at home with LED bulbs. This will give us the same amount of light, but with less energy. And actually, it's good to mention that LED bulbs are more longer. Their period life is more longer than the normal light bulbs. The final and third solution to this problem will be the use of alternative energies. Yes, alternative energies are not very developed in the actual life. But if we invest in this type of energies, in a long way we can have cheaper energy than the one we have today. This could help us to replace fossil fuels, which cause a great contamination to the weather, and by this way we can have a cheaper energy, but which is friendly with the weather. So this will not emit substances that can pollute the atmosphere, and this will help us to reduce or to fight the global warming. Now, I think it's up to you to choose the best solution you can give, and of course there are many more solutions out there, and it's good to you to be always learning and practicing this kind of things, because we have to remember that we just have one world, and at the end it is a problem that is affecting to us. So if we all contribute with a solution, it doesn't even matter how simple it looks, we can make a lot of help for everybody of us.
With the previous information given by my colleagues, we can conclude that chemistry is found in many aspects of our daily life, but it's up to us to decide if we use it for good or for bad. My name is Belinda Daniel. See you in the next transmission.